from the campus of the University of Alabama. Live sports from Alabama's sports team. This is WVUA Sports.
Well, it's March Madness, but the football coaches get in on it too. Florida Pitt in the round of 32. Mike Tomlin would like that defense. Patrick Young, swat. 4 blocks for him. Pitt kept it close in the first half, but not the second. Gator defense smothering. Prather to Young. 7 points for Young, but plenty of Scotty Wilbekin. 21 points for him. Florida beamed up into the Sweet 16. They get the win 61-45. Still 6 SEC teams alive in the postseason, but the first one did fall today. Georgia loses at home to Louisiana Tech in the second round of the NIT. Both Tennessee and Kentucky play in the round of 32 tomorrow. Now, things are beginning to wind down in college gymnastics. The Florida Gators have won 3 of the last 4 SEC titles, and tonight they try to make it 3 in a row at the SEC championships in Birmingham. Alabama came in as the number 3 seed behind Florida and LSU. But here's Deandra Milner nailing her floor routine. She was co-champion in floor, champion in vault. Bama trailed Florida by a slim margin heading into the final rotation. Caitlin Clark right here scoring a 9.975 on bars to give the Tide a shot at catching the Gators. Could they do it? A big step on Florida's floor routine? They tell you the answer. That did the trick. Alabama is your 2014 SEC champion. Lee Smith caught up with Sarah Patterson after the meet.
What was that feeling when you saw that last rotation? You knew that the score was going to be the highest in the entire meet.
Well, I think the hard part was we had done our best. We had come off the uneven bars, and we finished before the other teams. You know, I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't want these kids to be denied because they had such an extraordinary meet. And I can't tell you how proud I am of them.
And how awesome is it for these seniors? Their freshman year, they actually start out with a win, the SC championships here, and now their senior year, they end up champions in the same building again.
Well, the SEC championship is so hard to win. Those 4 teams could be on the floor, all of them competing for the national championship. And I think you just have to be on that given night, and we were.
How special is this victory in the long line of victories that you have at this university?
I think the SEC and the national championship are more competitive now than they have ever been. So after 35 years to win that 8th SEC title, that's pretty special.
If you can't get past the regionals and come back in this building, how much of an advantage does that give you?
Well, I think it's a big advantage it being here with the Southeastern Conference, and the most important meet of the year is the regional championship.
Thank you, Coach. That's all at the BJCC here at the SC Championships. Back to you, BJ.
Thanks, Lee. No one is as excited as Sarah Patterson except for Isaac Williams. He was psyched about that win. Here's how it looked on paper. The Tide takes home their 8th SEC title. They'll find out where they're going for NCAA regionals on Monday. Alabama baseball at Arkansas, 26 total runs last night, so naturally we're tied at 1 in the 8th. Arkansas's Eric Fisher at the plate. He singles home this run. Casey Houston's throw off the mark. The Tide down 2-1, down to its final out in the 9th. Austin Smith at the plate against Trey Killian. We gave it away. Strike 3. They're alive, though, still to take the series in Game 3 tomorrow. Alabama softball lucked up by being in Florida for spring break. Everybody loves that. But today the Gators remind the Tide why they are the top softball team in the country. Bama drops their first SEC game 7-1. The rubber match tomorrow at noon. So, guys, we got them in gymnastics. We couldn't quite get them in softball. But, hey, that's okay. Gymnastics takes home the trophy.
Well, maybe they can tighten up and get them tomorrow at noon.
Still got a chance to win the series. That's right.
Don't go away. There's still more WVUA news to come.